Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, Eric is over here. I have questions.
So many questions. On the show today. Hi, it's good to see you right here on Your World on Relationship Tuesday. My name is Winnie Lubembe. I hope that you're well and you have a better start to the day.
Karibuni sana. My name is Mwikali Mary. We have an amazing show lined up for you. And if you know it's a Tuesday, then you know we are all matters relationship. And today is touchy. We're talking about it's about the locking, unlocking, privacy, passwords, boundaries,
all the above. Yes.
And it's interesting because our phones, that's where we live. Like, you know, our photos are there.
Have you tried just being away from your phone for like 10 minutes?
Like nikilala usiku na just
no. Like you wake up in the morning and say, today,
yes,
I do not want to be with my phone for at least 10 minutes, but an hour.
I'll say this. It doesn't happen in the morning.
Okay,
right?
fine.
Like there's
time of the day.
Kuna siku saa zingine ndakwa like I will not touch it. I will read a book. And it's not easy because I want to just go back and see kuna mtu amejibu. Nani anasema nini? Social media anasema nini? But sometimes I will do that, but then it's not just to stay still. Inakuanga.
Okay.
What will I do to take my mind off the phone? Which doesn't look so good, but yes. Nitaiweka kando kidogo lakini nitakuwa nikifanya kitu kingine.
Do you know how bad it is for me? So even when I'm watching a movie, like I can't just sit still and watch a movie. I have to be on my phone. And I promise you, Nita concentrate. Or even when I'm reading a book, I have to have my phone with me.
I try not
even when I'm reading a book. Like it's just that bad. It's an addiction that we need help, I think, at this point. So now, the focus of the reason why we're talking about phones, okay, this morning, it's all about in relationships, okay? Does your partner have access to your phone? Should you? I am curious.
We need
to
see let's be general. Let's hear what experts will be saying. No. Tunataka kujua vitu zote. Phone privacy. Is it simu ni yangu na kila kitu iko ndani ni yangu? Ama because I love you and we're in this together. Bebe.
You have full access.
Kama ni finger yako iko hapa yangu ni yangu.
If we could share fingerprints, we could.
Yeah. Is that you?
We'll find out. We'll unmask and we'll unpack, all those things as far as phones are concerned, okay? And we're asking, should partners have the right to check each other's phones? That is what we're focusing on. But the question that we're asking you this morning is, would you hand your unlocked phone to your partner for 5 minutes? Why and why not? Would you hand your unlocked phone to your partner for 5 minutes? Why or why not? I am really curious to understand why Mabel chose the 5 minutes is very specific.
And the thing that I love about that question is it's not, I'm not just leaving my phone. It could be locked and you don't know how to open. Unlocked phone.
And
we are very specific. Yes, and I'm handing it for 5 minutes.
Hey, okay, you tell us. What do you think? Okay, would you not? And why not? Okay, at NTV Kenya across board is how you can reach us or give us a call. Our lines are officially open, and to make it even better, you can use our WhatsApp number 0112 500 400 and let us know, would you hand your unlocked phone, hand it over to your partner for 5 minutes, okay? I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. But before that, our guests are here. Who do we have today?
Tukianzia mkono gani Winnie? Hapo. Right next to Winnie on our left side, we have Swale Biggie. Welcome to the show.
Introduce. There's a way we introduce.
Please, by the way, chukua mic.
Mic sasa.
Mic ni yangu.
Kamera yake ni gani? 3 ama 2?
Kamera 9 ile. Go.
Ni ajeni ni Swale Biggie hapa hivi. Metoka Mathare Sub County, Mabatini Ward, community champion, bado mimi ni social media influencer.
No, elevator pitch. Imeisha. I know everything. I know where he comes from, what he's about, his activism, icon what. Good job, Swale.
All the above.
Sijui kama mko tayari kwa sababu Miriam. Miriam ni gani?
You cannot do no. After this, kwanza nikienda haraka hivyo nitajipata nimeongea lugha ya mama
mweka hapo katikati, mweka chini
subtitles.
Hello everyone. My name is Miriam Mwangi. I'm a counseling psychologist and a relationship coach, and I'm very glad to be here.
Well,
if you ever need help, I am here for you.
Oh, with that voice. No. With that voice. Yes. I'll be like, yes, let me tell you, I did not sleep well that night. I will tell you all my problems. But thank you so much for joining us, Miriam. Haya, wewe uko tayari?
Yes.
Pichiko.
Yes.
Pichi meiva.
Yes.
Imeshika. Haya, twende. Camera yako ndio hiyo. Camera 2. Go.
Good morning. My name
3. Ile. That one.
Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Eric Obwaka, Director Computer Doctors, a company that sorts all your tech problems.
Hey.
Nice being with you. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me see what you did. See what you've done this morning.
Kweli ni influencer.
Dogo dozi sana.
Yeah.
Wewe ni influencer. Karibuni sana. How are you guys feeling? How are you doing? Miriam umepotea ama ni mimi nimepotea?
Ni wewe umepotea.
Okay. But it's so good to see you again. Karibuni sana nyinyi hamjakuja your world. Karibuni. Hope you're feeling well and nice na mmekaribishwa mmepewa kahawa, all the good stuff.
Bado.
Ai,
Iko.
I was hoping you were saying that.
Iko.
Honest.
I know.
Utapata.
Yeah.
Conversation ya leo ni about simu, and everybody here has a phone.
Yes.
I just want to randomly just find out if iko na password. Na kama iko na password, ni nani mwingine anaijua other than wewe? Swale, simu yako iko na lock, nini, patterns, face?
Muhimu yangu iko nayo.
Na kuna mtu mwingine anakona access ya hiyo password, anaweza get simu yako.
Yangu inaweza ku unlock na wase wawili tu.
Nani na nani?
Actually watu watatu, mimi mwenyewe. Ya pili ni director wangu mwenye tu shoot naye content. Alafu ya tatu ni girlfriend yangu.
Wow. Fine. So one is unlock.
Yeah,
but how much access do they have? Like wanaweza fikia nini na nini na nini na nini hawezi fikia.
Ama pengine uko ndani kuna mapasswords zingine.
Passwords zingine labda tu tuseme wezi ni wakanibia ndo wazapata passwords zingine, but hao wanaweza unlock kila kitu. Like wako free kuingia kila mahali.
Interesting.
Wow.
And you trust them 100%?
Yeah, I trust them. That's why nimewapatia. Wenye so trust wapatie. So wewe tumekaa nayo hapa lakini juu password.
Sijui.
We trust. Akibisiezi fanya kitu swali. I promise.
Hiyo show imeanza.
I don't trust you. That's why you don't have it.
No.
Okay. Miriam.
I put a lock. My phone for a very long time, I never used to have a password because I didn't see the need to.
Okay.
Until a place I was working where people were very fishy. Like people you don't even want in your phones are coming to check what's happening. You know, when you go to the loo, you find someone has, you know? So that's the first time I put a password on my phone.
Okay.
For me, I really don't believe in passwords.
Okay.
There's nothing to hide.
Okay.
You know, like,
so you'd share that with your significant other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Eric.
Yes.
Iko na password, face fingerprints.
Iko na fingerprint.
Code.
Na iko na code.
Yeah.
Yes. My code is actually the year I was born.
Hi,
Kwesha, ndio sisi tunajua Kenya mzima.
Nicheki hapo tu sawa. Hapo tu sawa. Labda by the time unafikia hiyo date yenye you were born. Tutakuwa tumefanya kazi ngumu sana.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my house, the password is known.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Why are you looking at me?
I'm just like, hey, Winnie.
Okay. So I do have a fingerprint and no. So, okay, so two things. You know how you turn on your phone, right?
Yes.
And you have to put your PIN.
Yes.
So for me, I have to put my PIN, yes, but also the password. But then again, when it comes to like randomly just easily accessing my phone, you'd have a fingerprint. But now that fingerprint, iko everywhere else. And the reason why I did that, so my messages are locked, my emails are locked, my photos are locked, and my videos are locked, and now other, things, other applications. Why? What? Is that too much? Is it?
Okay, so who are we protecting here?
And the reason why I did that is because, just like you said, there's a place where I used to work and people were very nosy and we would easily like just do, shika simu yangu, nishike simu yangu, right?
Yeah.
Or someone would be like, ebu nipatie simu yako, I want to,
and then,
do something. And then you find them, ama you're showing someone a photo and then they're like, ooh, and then they go, and I'm like, what business do you have
scrolling
in this? So I was like,
yeah,
I know what to do. So some of those things are very protected. very protected. And it's not because I'm hiding something. It's just that sometimes people don't really need to have that much access to my phone.
So it's more private.
More private than hiding.
Hiding.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have nothing to hide.
If you say so.
Stop.
Nimewacha. I have face, fingerprint, and code, other than the PIN ya simu. For the face, it's the first time, so I was playing around with the phone. I was just like, face iPhone That's how I added the face.
Okay.
In my other phone, I used to have the WhatsApp locked.
Yeah. My WhatsApp is locked too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Locked. But now we are not locked. It's
just before you access the phone.
Wow. And nobody else has my code unless one is Snoop wakajua code.
Yeah, same. Yeah, actually same. Yeah, I'm thinking who else? No, nobody else actually has access to my phone except me. You need to have permission from me for you to access my phone. But when it comes then to relationships, marriage is different, right?
Yeah.
But in relationships, should it be, an issue? If my phone is locked, should it be an issue? And at what point should I allow my partner to actually have access to my phone, Miriam?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
And I would answer it with a question.
Ooh, okay.
How worth is this relationship for you to be vulnerable? How vulnerable are you with this relationship?
Yeah.
Because if it's a worthy relationship that you have been in for a long time, that you're investing time in, that you're investing yourself in, meaning you've become vulnerable enough with this person and you have welcomed them into your space.
Okay.
So for you to actually now decide, I'm not unlocking my phone for them, that means there's a whole lot of, it actually speaks directly, there's a whole lot of your other life you have not unlocked to this person. The only reason why you will lock your phone and have a private aspect of your life, a private aspect of your phone for your partner is because also there's an aspect of your life you have not unlocked with them. And that's why the question is, how much does this relationship matter? How far have you gone with this relationship? And how vulnerable are you in this relationship? Because if you're still locking your phone, that says something. You're not vulnerable enough, you're not safe enough with this person, and you have not completely chosen them as the person that you want to unravel yourself fully to.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying like a 3-month relationship. Because a 3-month relationship, you're still trying to get to know someone.
Each other. Yeah.
6 months, you're still trying to get to know someone. But this person has engaged you, you're planning a wedding, you're engaged, or maybe you've been together for 3 years. Well, he's gone ahead and engaged you, or she's accepted you to be your fiancé. But there's still an aspect of your life that is still opaque to this person. Question marks.
Question mark. Okay, I have a question mark. Okay, so fine. I trust you. I feel vulnerable in this relationship. And yes, you would have access. But then again, I'm entitled to some bit of privacy. Not because I'm hiding anything, but just
because it's mine to keep to sell.
Let's just...
What are you hiding to a point that it will bring to contention in the relationship?
That's not hiding. It's just privacy.
Secondly, what kind of privacy will you be looking for when you have shared
I have an answer. I have an answer. The conversations with my girlfriends.
That's the thing. I think I'd be more scared if they got into the WhatsApp chat with me and my best friend. I'd be like,
can I ask you a question? Would you enter the house? I don't know about you all, but if this is a person who is like your better half, everything that happens during the day, even when, hey, this is the first person you tell.
You do,
right? So you're even going home and you're gossiping and you're like, hey, let me tell you what happened with my girlfriend. Sometimes in a relationship, you find yourself even divulging that.
It's true.
Unless you are discussing him with your girlfriend and you don't want him to find that chat, then I don't see why.
Yeah.
Now, if you are discussing him with your girlfriends, there's already a problem.
Really?
Especially in a bad light. If you're discussing him in a good light, the way he's taking you for a trip, remember, like, if umeenda umevua nguo yake mbele ya friends, then that's the only reason why you will not want him to see those conversations. Because if you're saying good things like, hey, let me tell you, my guy is a good provider, my guy did this, he's taking, of course you'll even want him to see that you brag about him. The only reason you don't want to see the discussions you discuss about him is jukuna vile. Kuna kakitu umesema. And even if alikukasirisha, that one, if he goes and sees telling your friends, by the way, umse amenikasirisha, that's open. Akikuja kuuliza yani ulienda kuambia but si ulinikasirisha ni uongo. That's something, you know. So the only thing is there that you're hiding. Jiulize, why am I hiding it? And why do I need to hide it, first of all? Is it that I'm not free with what is happening?
Yeah.
That alone should be a diagnostic test for you.
I think then maybe we'll come back to this question that I'm about to just throw in there.
Yes, but we need to go on a break.
Boundaries. Basi ni nini? Basi boundary inaingia saa ngapi eti?
Exactly. And I'm really curious about what the judges have to say. But watch our 20 break so that we don't rush you through it. And then when we come up, we also want to hear from you. Because let me tell you, there are those conversations where you just want to have with your do you know sometimes I wake up in the morning and think, this is the person I chose, but you still love them, but you don't want them to find out. That is what sometimes you think.
Pick the phone and call.
Oh, and call. Okay, listen, what do you guys feel? Okay, boundaries, no boundaries. Would you hand over your phone to your partner within 5 minutes or in 5 minutes and just let them access your phone? Why or why not? That is the question that we're asking you this morning. Me and Naskia Joto.
I can see. Winnie, it's showing. It's showing.
Me and Naskia Joto. So I wonder what you guys feel about this whole conversation. When we come back from the break, we'll unpack more, but also go through your feedback. Do stay with us. The show is your world. There's so much to come on the other side. All right, welcome back. Well, let me tell you, kumewaka moto, okay? And that is based on the conversation that we're having this morning right here on Relationship Tuesday. And we're asking, okay? No, not we're asking. Okay, fine. The question we're asking is, would you hand your unlocked phone to your partner for 5 minutes? Why and why not? Would you hand your unlocked phone to your partner for 5 minutes? Why and why not? And that is in relation to the topic of conversation today. And, we're trying to really unpack, should partners have the right to check each other's phones? And here it's all about transparency versus
privacy.
Versus privacy, okay? So trust versus transparency. And this is as far as relationships are concerned. So we have a bit of feedback on WhatsApp and then we'll read what we have on Facebook. But yes, let's start with WhatsApp. What to anasema nini? Haya, uyo anasema underline the word my phone.
Where?
Yeah? Manze,
ashugulike mambo yake bana.
Kila msee ashugulike mambo yake bana. Alafu anasema even can kucheat, naweza kucheat hata bado tu ukiangalia menje yangu. I can still use the same phone kucheat na usijue. Hey, you're with it.
Hey guys, it's Malcolm from Kisumu. Password lazima hata kama romance iko at the top. Inakaa hapa kwa studio ndio watu wako na access, wamepatiana na swali hapa.
Okay. Haya, Facebook mtu anasema nini? This is Nick Balala anasema couples share their bodies, saliva, fluids only to draw the line on mobile phones. Who is fooling who?
Who is fooling who? Hiyo ni wimbo. Kuna mwingine alisema hapo hivi kwa WhatsApp. Nilieka kwa status. Question of the day. Yes, I would. But that would be a good recipe for divorce.
Really? Okay. Hey, Miriam is happy yote nikwambie. Aya, mwingine anasema Mpendwa Adrian anasema the only time I saw my wife's phone, I had a court order and she said the law is very clear. We were supposed to have a lawyer here, lakini akaitwa kochini, so it's okay. Yeah, it would be important to see some of the law is very clear. You know, access to my phone. Aya, mwingine anasema this is Kai Eva, where jina zenyu ni interesting on Facebook, says, so you can share the most intimate and private parts of your body, but you find it hard to share your phones. Wacha nisome one more. Hey, Lenana Arab Samoe, amesema no. I have the right to check on her phone because I am the head of the family. I enjoy all powers because I married her. In our culture, Pokot, I wouldn't forgot. We don't recognize married with, we recognize marry her, or she says married to, or marry her or married to. Also, her she'll say I am married to, not married with. Yeah. Okay. NB, 90% of married men are unfaithful. Hence, men's phones are private than women's phones. We are on a double standard.
Yeah.
I am the head of the home. I enjoy all the powers to have access to her phone. But when it comes to yours, you draw the line.
Because I married you.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's okay to cheat.
Plus, it's okay to cheat because you're married.
Yeah.
We have a Pandora's box. But because I want you to scare from the gents, and then we'll come and read more of your feedback. So, for you, Swale, you said you have nothing to hide. So, your girlfriend and the other person, your director, both of them have access to your phone. Yeah. Are there instances where you just feel, fine, I mean, yeah, you have access to my phone, but to limit boundary, hata kama ni haiko, but there's that unspoken rule where you don't have access up to this point when it comes to your phone. It's completely open. Access whatever you need to.
Najua most of my works mi nafanya online.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe ile time nadai ku work the time naweza mwambia can I have my phone? Okay. But kama situmii simu, she can just use it, anaenda penye anataka, anafungua wapi because I have nothing to hide. Unaona?
Okay.
Juu niko open kwake the same way yako open kwangu. I can remember there is a day nilikuwa na travel. I was heading to Namanga. Na simu yangu ilikuwa imezima.
Okay.
Because the previous day steam ilipotea na tulikuwa kutoka asubuhi.
Yeah.
So ilibidi nimechukua simu yake juu ilikuwa na moto, so akabaki na yangu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Goja, it has nothing to do with the discussion, but how long have you guys been dating?
4 years.
Oh, 4 years. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, makes sense. Do you have the same access as she has to her phone?
Kwanza ni alikuwa wa kwanza kunipatia password zake kila kitu like.
What?
So ikafika pale iko na what am I hiding?
Yeah.
So naficha nini?
Yeah.
Like kama mimi naweza access simu yake, then na feel pia naweza access yangu.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So trust is on both
sides.
Both parties, both sides.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Eric.
Yes.
Nilikuwa nimeuliza swali la boundaries before we went on a break.
Yes.
And the importance of that. Like you are tech savvy. You are an expert when it comes to matters tech. And like you said, our phones have very many things. And I know we are focused on maybe those messages and thinking that someone is cheating. But maybe you can tell us the importance of just having some of those things on your phone private and what those things could be.
And what should be private.
Yeah.
Men hardly talk. You hear men die kicking. Men hardly talk, and it means they undergo a lot of things. For example, I know of a case recently whereby a man died after 1 month of taking a loan. And the loan was to expand the business.
Okay.
He didn't inform the wife. But when he died, the microfinance institution came for
the wife.
Asset recovery. Meaning the wife and the kids and the content. So the boundaries that are set by men maybe it's just because you've not been honest enough or you've not reached that level to achieve the integrity and the honesty to pass the test. If you pass the test, everything will just be left under you. I surround myself with tech guys. We send a lot of quotes every day. You may see a quote for 10 million. Out of 10 million, maybe the profit from that transaction is 200,000.
Okay.
But you are saying 10 million.
10 million.
Yeah.
So you'll be budgeting for money that
is not
ICO. So some of these cases necessitate boundaries.
Okay.
Also, women are very emotional human beings. There can be fights in families.
Yes.
There can be fights in families.
Yeah.
Of course, cousins, issues with cousins, issues to do with families. But as a man, you have to protect you are now family here by them not getting a lot of that info. Because definitely they'll take sides with you.
Okay.
So those are the kind of boundaries you'll set, either in business, in transactions, and generally just to protect the family.
So these boundaries are set, especially by men, to protect the family, and those are okay. I don't know what Miriam has to say about that.
I think the boundaries he's talking about are healthy, like the way he's saying he has to protect. If his family, if I got it wrong, is talking badly about his wife,
yes,
she doesn't have to know, because he's protecting her and the family. Because there are some things that she can know that will break her and will even break the family. So I think those are the kind of boundaries that he's talking about, in line of business, in line of familial boundaries. But I think he alluded to the fact that there are other boundaries that need not be there. There are other boundaries that need not be there, especially when he started with saying that man acquired a loan and he didn't even tell his wife. So why was such a boundary there? Why are you taking, you didn't tell me? It can cause implications even to me, and you didn't tell me.
And then you pass on and you have to
because
deal
the
with
thing
these other
is,
things,
and I think we've said it here before previously, marriage is such a unique institution. If we're talking in terms of marriage, it's so unique. It's the only institution where you are meant to become one and still remain individuated to some extent. But the thing is, you're still meant to become one. And I like that someone made that comment, just like I said. You're sharing saliva. You're having sex with this person. You're sharing a bed. You're sharing everything. Sometimes even some people share toothbrushes, you know? And so if you can share that amount of your life with someone, then why would you now decide to have a boundary over a particular thing that can cause the home, a device, exactly, that can cause the home to break? Now, I don't know about men, and I'm speaking from the level of women. Women, one of their number one needs and very high need in relationships is security. We desire emotional security, mental security, physical security, all levels of security. And that's why you'll always hear a woman asking, umeenda wapi? Unakuja saa ngapi? It's just a matter of substantiating the security. Are you secure where you are? What time should I expect you? Do I feel secure when you're out there? Like, what if something happens? So it's all about security. So here is this device, right? You're sharing everything. But when she asks for your phone, you know, I don't know, maybe her credit is over, and she wants to use your phone to call. Uko hapo tu kwanza unanini, nipatie number, unadial ka number. Alafu unaangalia hivi to make sure that it's the number. And then later umemaliza. You know, like, this woman who is secure, even if there's nothing you're hiding. The manner of aspect that we are as women, what will you think? You'll obviously think this guy has something to hide. And what is this that he has to hide? Guess what? You will go crazy. We are very big on imagination and creativity. You will start imagining. You have created a whole story, a whole scenario. In fact, now you've become spiritual. You even have intuition. You even go and dream about it. You're like, I even saw you with this person. And it becomes real, sealed and done. And maybe this guy has nothing to hide. Maybe it's that loan that he picked and he doesn't want you to know he's picked a loan. But you as a woman, the first thing, he's cheating. So those kind of boundaries have caused marriage breakups. I know of a couple I was dealing with who the woman actually believed this man is cheating. She truly believed. And the only reason that made her believe like that is because when they first got married, he didn't have passwords for his phone. Like their phones, they just used to leave them there. You know, honeymoon love, we're sharing. She would even pick, hey babe, so-and-so is calling you here. You know, then all of a sudden, their passwords. I mean, what would you think? She can't access his phone. There's a bit of
inconsistency there, yes.
Even when he's going to the shower, anawekelea nini simu hapo kwa kanini hapo juu. Like, it can fall. Like, it's with him in the shower. It's everywhere. So she started thinking this guy is cheating.
Definitely.
He's telling him, I'm not cheating. They come for counseling. He's swearing by his life. Me, I'm not cheating.
Then why do you go?
Basi nifungulie simu hapa kwa kansela nione. He can't open. He's like, no, you're infringing on my privacy. Who says I can't have privacy? Who says I can't have boundaries? The same thing we're saying. Who says there are no boundaries in marriage that I can have my own phone? Of course, this woman will continue to believe you're cheating. And by the way, they never resolved that issue.
So his story to what happened?
They did not. They did not. Actually, those are the people who end up going to divorce courts and they separated due to
irreconcilable
differences.
Because you don't have
irreconcilable differences are usually very small things. Just very, very small things. Just breakdown of trust. And trust takes a long time to be built.
But Nikona Swali, really, there's something that Eric mentioned, and I think probably you what him to say to understand, because Eric said there's a test that probably you need to go through, and it's both ways.
If you fail,
because even Miriam talked about it earlier and said if it's 3 months, mejuana. So what are these things that I'm looking for that will ascertain that you can have access now, that it's okay, you have, what are those things that we are looking for in our partners to be able to be like, ni sawa.
It's okay, you can have access to my phone as much as you.
Ni nini alifanya basi swale ukamua ni sawa. Because I am imagining probably it wasn't like that with everyone that you've dated in the past. But what are some of those qualities in Uliona and with your girlfriend and be like, you know what, it's fine.
I can trust you. You have access to my phone. Because for you,
I don't trust you.
I don't trust you.
No, let me say this from my experience. Wase who cheat mostly kwa relationship are men's. So nimeona pia na mabesti zangu, because I also have friends who are in relationships. So most of the people who cheat are men's. But for me ilikuwa different kidogo. Because after that amenipatia password yake, set yangu mimi nilimpatia that
immediately.
Nilikaa like 3 months hivi bado.
Ukifikiria
bado na nimejitatuka mkutano like ni right ama si right, unaona? Bado kuna ile pia influence ya friends wenye kwa relationship, unaona? So pia hapo ndio penye wase upotea, unapata best yangu ananiambia mimi mama wako wangu hawezi access simu yangu. Hiyo ni blanda hiyo. So like unajua mimi najeka kwa ile situation huko mse hawezi access yake. Sijui anaficha nini, unaona?
Exactly.
But the time nikakamkugundua mimi hakuna kitu naficha. Na huyu ni mse niko naye hapa. In case of anything ni hata respond wa kwanza. So like mimi nilimpatia ile trust after pia ashawin trust yangu.
Okay.
So mimi niko na ni poa akiwa na passwords zangu.
Okay, took a while. And you see for you, fine, it might not be like cheating, but you see for you, like you said, social media influencer, like most of your work is on your phone, right? Utapata some of those deals, some of, like you get DMs from say, you know, this institution, this Dinima, Fansphere. So it's not like you're cheating, but it's like your entire life sort of echo on your phone, that if anything was to happen, say they send one wrong text, okay, or they delete one text, or by accident they come across a contract that atawe ukuko umefikia, you know, already washa access something before you. So my question is, like, you feel comfortable because one mistake could cost you say like a gig, you know? So like you trust them that much that they will be careful, nothing would go wrong.
Actually, for the director ni tofauti kiasi. Because the only time I access my phone ni kama tuko naye kwa set, maybe tuna shoot, unaona?
Okay.
But ya girlfriend ni different kiasi, but kuna time hata yeye pia ufiuma na jam. So unapata kuna mtu amekutext labda amekwambia sasa uko poa nimekumisa, kutumia emoji ya love.
Ama fana amekuwa sema ulikula kama vizuri.
So anaanza kuuliza kwani huyu mtu lazima kutuma message ya emoji ya love, bila emoji ya love message itafika. So na jam but nishamuelewa, mimi najua kumtuliza. Namueleza kwa hivi na hivi na hii. Sana hapana achana nayo naomba tu tulia. Ni normal message. Naambia hakuna kitu naficha, ingekuwa ya kufichwa hadi
ungepata. But you see, Sister Miriam, that's the thing, that in as much as there's that trust between them and you can access my phone anytime, it doesn't stop the outside influence. Like, it doesn't stop them from accessing mtu amenitumia DM, okay? It doesn't stop the fact that wako nayo, and there's that kind of security that will come and be like, mbona huyo chali amekutext hivi, mbona you know huyo ame respond to you like this. Like we all have that deep within us, this bit of insecurity that in as much as whether I hide or not, but the two you go within you, so it's more of you than me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. But the thing is, I always believe this.
Yeah.
I think it's so good to have an open, like the way he's saying, anajua kumtuliza.
Okay.
It's so good to have such an open relationship with your partner that after when you're hit on, you tell him, hey, leo baze, there's this, after niletoa flowers ndio hizi. Imagine, umse, ata anafikiria jena namwambia, you know, you talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, me, I don't see a problem if my guy is hit on by a woman.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Yeah.
So if he's not being hit on, then hello, you know. So akikuja aniambie. Anyway, me, I don't think I'm that bad looking. So if I get hit on, it's a compliment to him.
Yes.
So he should come and tell me, and we talk about those things like, this person, by the way, hit on me. This person thinks this person thinks that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're not in isolation.
It's true,
You're not in a bubble.
Yeah.
You will go out there, Mikali, Winnie, you're beautiful girls. People will notice you. They will compliment you. Kwani ana expect uko tu in isolation.
Right.
And even him, wherever he is, ata yeye, kuna vile ata ya narushwa mistari. The thing is to be open.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, the security. You know, questions to ask yourself. Have you made your partner feel secure around you? How have you built your trust? Is this trust on sinking ground or is it on a firm foundation? Whereby that even if someone winks on you in public, at you in public, your person is still like, ayu na ana adabu, oni niko na wewe. But it's not making him feel like, kwani, what do you usually do when I'm not there? You know, exactly. You know, or even when you're together somewhere, me, I've seen cases, and even me, I'm that type of person. Like, man, dude has got big, chick has got big.
You know,
He's going to look anyway.
Tuangalie sote
Na please, na si mimi peke yangu niko na kubwa, so there's someone else who rehearse, ameundwa, you know, and you move on. That way you create a space of freedom that you can discuss other boundaries together. You don't have to keep it so close. What creates such major jealousy is when there are those boundaries, and then on top of the boundary there's a barbed wire, alafu kuna sijui nini ingine imefungia barbed wire, alafu crocodile, mbwa ile side. Like there's so much surrounding that even you yourself, you don't even know whether you're going or coming with this person. You don't know your place with this person. You don't know whether you matter anymore because they don't make you feel like you matter. You know, so it's like you almost don't know your role in that relationship. So it drives you crazy.
It really,
it drives you crazy. And the only person who does that is your partner. It's your partner who makes you feel like you don't belong. I know of a person who was a very secure person. Very, very secure. Didn't care about the spouse's phone. And in fact, never ever thought there'd be one to check their spouse's phone. Like women have become PIs.
I mean,
women are so good. Unpaid. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to unlock phones. Eric will tell us, but women have learned how to unlock phones. They know.
Set up things,
you know,
things apps to
track
your WhatsApp.
Exactly. But how did they get there? What made them get there?
That's the thing.
What made them get there? Because this it's not even what made the curiosity come. Because this woman got married, she's very secure. She knows my man is here. My man, he tells me when he's here. He tells me when he's here. He makes me feel secure. But then all of a sudden now he's stopped. There's a bit of barbed wire. There's a bit of all of a sudden I don't know anything anymore. All of a sudden he's not where he said he is. So what you just decide, I need to know what's happening in his life. Since I'm not being told, I need to know. So what do? You become a spy. A PI. Professional one even.
And they say when you look for it, you will find it.
And you find it.
You will find it. But then it comes from something. And I've had this statement from so many girls. I don't know if you've heard the same, where they'll be like, there's just something. There's just shika yo simu yake nitapata hiyo, you know, there's instinct. And you will find something. And there's another crop. And I know we're due for a break, right?
Yes, a few minutes.
There's another crop that their phones are always face down.
Upside down.
Yes. Hivi ndio simu inakaa. Hawa sijui kama hii ni privacy. Hata si WhatsApp hii. Hii phone call.
Hiyo ni paranoia.
Hawajasema usishike lakini to this face down.
Surely.
Yeah.
Mute mode.
Yes. Is that I mean, I don't know. It's not
and there's something that's interesting that's come up that I was just sitting over here and listening, Winnie, and it's about how sometimes it's not you, the person who is probably probing, checking. You were never that kind of a person.
Yes.
But then things happen that you're pushed to want to know. So what is it about your partner that was okay, but now it's not? And is it so bad? Because I got some other feedback. Someone says, HIV and STIs are real. Check that phone, girl.
Where's the John Kwanga in this town?
Check that phone.
But is there some level where it's healthy? Not that because you're snooping because you're looking for something or because you've been triggered, but just, you know, sometimes even in your home, sometimes it's just good to check under the seats. Labda kuna toy ya mtoto ilianguka ikajificha huko. Not because you're snooping, but sometimes just
let me ask you a question.
Miriam is asking a question.
How come you've never gotten that urge to check your brother's phone?
Oh,
Well, so the relationship grows.
The heart, blood in the heart, blood in the heart. Unajua heart inaumia sana kushinda.
You know, because utapata, like maybe even let's say you're battling over something with a sibling. But you've never gotten the urge to find out, let me snoop and see what the sibling says to my mom or my dad. And the sibling right? But you will never, you know. And I like what Mwikali has asked, this thing of all of a sudden, you are not that type of a person. It's someone who drives you to be that type of a person to want to check the phone. Because whatever is exposed, you don't feel the need to to investigate. Like, what are you investigating? It's just there. Sometimes, let me tell you, and I'm not saying this to give tips, sometimes, even a cheating person, exposed to simu, weka tu hapo. In fact, ata ikilia, anaona, you know, that person will not feel the need to. In fact, they'll never suspect you're cheating because your phone is always there. Your phone, I'm not giving tips for cheating. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know. When you're not hiding anything, you don't give the person the allowance to be suspicious. Suspicion comes when you know for sure this person used to share everything about their life.
And then
akienda kuchukua loan alikuwa ananiambia. Akilipwa salary ata saa zingine ana discuss, what do we do this month? Tunataka kujenga, tujenge aje, what do you think? Or when he's going on a trip or she's going on a trip, mnaambiana, by the way, I'm going on a girls trip. This is where we're going to be. It's going to be 4 days, nini. Like, you're not hiding things.
Like, whenever there's an inconsistency, that is what trigger, you know,
exactly.
We'll come back and then dig deeper into the inconsistencies, because again, we're human beings. Sometimes things changes and you will unpack those inconsistencies. But also, I mean, Eric, I'd want to understand from you, is there a risk? Because we've seen, like the one who said the first time they, you know, came across or had access to the wife's phone is when they were in court, okay? Where we've seen people, I have shared like intimate, you know, say conversations that I don't want anybody else to have access to, and then umepata, and then you use it against me. Okay, so is there a risk for partners to also, you know, just share their passwords and whatnot? Is there a risk, you know, in that from a techie video, person? And also, what types of passwords should we put on our phone?
Yeah, because I mean, we need to know. Yeah,
we need to know, because
other than the faces and everything else,
hack phones and all those things. Okay, so let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll also go through your feedback on the question that we're asking you, and that is, would you hand over your phone to your partner unlocked, okay, for 5 minutes? Why and why not? We'll also go through your feedback as well. So do stay with us. The show is your world. There's so much to unpack on the other side.
Welcome back. Welcome back. The conversation is fire, motor ban them during the breaks over here, and we'll definitely get to involve you in part of those conversations that are happening behind the scenes. We're talking about your phone, the privacy of that, and it just being, you know what, I'm transparent. Is that kind of transparency the new love language right now? Nikikupatia access, then we are good to go, or there are things that are mine and I should just keep them mine. Na tunauliza swali muhimu sana pale kwenye Facebook.
Tunauliza, would you hand your unlocked phone to your partner for 5 minutes? Why and why not? This one here, you have some, yeah?
Yes, I do.
There's one that caught my attention. This is on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Anasema, this is Kasmidayo. Wait, anasema, ukitaka kufa mapema, check your partner's phone. Where die early, check your partner's phone.
Yeah. Kia Alvin anasema, I once knew such a person. She could share her phone like that because she had a different cheating phone.
Ooh.
She had levels. Levels.
Kitaka kuiwekele hapo.
Ai. Rutere Kagendo anasema, phone, my phone, How many times have I called you my phone? Please, don't bring me unnecessary stress. Just remain locked and open up for me only. You are a phone, my phone. Don't even allow a thief to take you away from me.
That's a poem dedicated to
my phone.
Hey, how many times have I called you my phone? All right, there's someone here. This is Namiba Shumsham Daisy on Facebook who says, Facebook Live as well, who says, for this to happen, you have to ask yourself if your partner is mentally stable and mature enough not to be judgmental, because an insecure person will always find faults in everything. For me, it's a no. My phone is my phone.
My phone.
My phone. Okay. And then someone here says, this is Dennis Denzel Cruz, who says, women cheat. You can't access her phone. I have experienced it with my ex. She was a policewoman. Okay. Wait, text Nirefu. She was a policewoman. I always gave her my phone to use, but hers was very difficult. She used excuses after excuses. She used to receive calls going outside or bedroom to talk, or say she's going to the shop. Kumbe ni plan. She was going to talk outside with someone, but to cut the story short, I one day took the phone. What I found was very hurting and disturbing. She was sending her nudes to men. Tena, she cheated, and she was going to hang out with her friends. Kumbe it's a man, till she got pregnant. And that is when Nelia Chana in a relationship. Now it's 6 years, I am single. Some women, watch out. Yeah. Okay. So to that, okay, yes. to the snooping part, and I know sometimes, again, like I said before we went on a break, that sometimes you're not snooping because you're looking for something, but sometimes it's also good to snoop because, you see, for him, he wouldn't know. Kama hangiangalia simu, maybe possibly he would still be cheated on. That's why I said, see, sometimes it's good to just check and just put your house in order, yeah, and save yourself.
Yeah. Status of this relationship.
You know, like healthy snooping.
Healthy snooping, but what caused that healthy snooping? Suspicions.
Yeah. Ni kama hakuna conversations. Kuna forthcoming of information is
it's not there.
Troublesome.
Yeah, kuna kashida.
But also her behavior.
Yes, prompted the snooping. There was a question before we went on a break. Yes, one on, is it sometimes risky to share passwords among partners? And then there was your question, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, we can just have that one answered so that we don't confuse Eric.
Is it too risky from like a tech, person? Is it risky sometimes to share passwords?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Risky, if it's yes. Is this person dependable with the information that they'll find there?
Okay.
What is your reaction when you find what you've been looking is on that phone? How will you handle the Yes, you've been looking for this information, the photos, the nudes, whatever you've been looking for, you found it there. How are you going to go forward?
After having this information.
Will you handle it with decorum? With integrity, so that we sort the problem, or you'll burst out, or you'll burst out.
Yeah,
it's upon you. You've been looking for it, you found it now.
Yeah. Or sometimes we've seen people who mkikosana, right? And I had access to your phone.
Yes.
Zile vitu zote. So simi nilikuwa na snoop, healthy snooping, and then I take screenshot alafu najitumia. Ile siku tunakosana. Or people who send nudes, okay? I send you. And then ile siku tumekosana hivi. You find all your photos online. And that's why I'm asking, is it risky to like, yes, I trust you, but also let me trust you and still not give you my password, you know? But again, like you said, it depends with the individuals, no? Yeah. Okay.
I hear you. I hear you, because we've been seeing that happen one too many times, where a couple is together, happy-go-lucky, and they do their things in private, but the moment tumekosana, the access I have, we've seen social media access being taken away from people, YouTube access being taken, because you shared those passwords in the spirit of tunapendana,
and I trust you.
Mkosana anaenda na change passwords, you have no access to your account anymore. So I wish the lawyer was here to just help us understand the dynamic of that and what happens, and if we have something in the courts that would help us with that. But on top of that, there are other things that are happening other than this snooping directly, where I'm able to have access to your phone from a distance. Like WhatsApp yako ikiingia pia mimi ninaipata hapa. Email yako ikiingia hata mimi niko nayo hapa. Picha sijui kama picha imefika huko,
your location.
Your location uko wapi? Ninajua.
I can see now nakuja tu na drive, and then you're telling me, oh, we have with the boys. Come and see you driving sijui.
So those kinds of things, what are they, and how easy is it to just, you know, clone, bag Winnie's phone?
There are two types of things that can intercept your communication, whether it's text, WhatsApp, even others. Somebody can operate your phone. They can remotely operate your phone in their absence.
Like
it's only that the phone, they don't have the phone physically, but they have it remotely.
Do I know that they're doing it?
It's not easy for you to know.
Okay.
But there are behaviors that
like naweza kuwa nimechill tu, alafu naona phone yangu imeji-unlock, mtu ana scroll.
Ama sasa tutaona hiyo.
Ama tutaona hiyo tu.
Maybe they can know your pattern, your behavior. What time do you sleep?
And then they strike.
For example, I can guess that both of you always by 2 o'clock you are not up. So that time your phone is on Wi-Fi. Your phone is on. So the person can operate the phone that time.
With the app that they have.
With the app.
How do they get access to that? Like, is there like...
There are two types of things that can provide access to your phone or your gadget.
Okay.
They're called cloners. Software and hardware.
Okay.
Software can be installed on your phone remotely by sending you an email, by sending you a funny SMS, which you'll click on, and it will trigger a remote installation of that software on your phone. So with that, they are able to mark your phone, and they can be able to access it remotely. Also, there are hardwares, minute hardwares that you can't see.
You won't even notice.
Like the pin for your earring that goes through that hole. They're that small.
Yeah.
If you've gone out, somebody can embed that gadget on your phone. They're not visible with the naked eye.
Oh, okay.
So it will always be on your gadget. Maybe you have it and you don't know.
Wait.
Hold on.
So these gadgets actually, they are online. And they report to the sender, the person who actually paid the price to have the gadget, who was interested in you.
So when you say this, they are everywhere. That means I can just purchase. There's no prescription. So there are no such things. It's just anyone can buy and do whatever they want to do with them.
Anybody
some sort of like regulation policy.
It's illegal to access anybody's data.
Yes.
The Data Protection Act provides individuals with a right to own their own information. And in this regard, to their phone, to their laptop. So if you are trying to interfere in between, it's illegal. It's very illegal. And the data protection laws now are also in place for 2019. But still, people will always be people. They'll do their thing. So these things are actually being sold in the underworld. Secretly.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the resellers of these gadgets, you never find them advertising anywhere.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's illegal.
It is you who had a successful phone operation or intrusion as a lady who is introducing Mwikali to your bestie.
Yes.
Plug, is Mavitu.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Yes. So then how do we protect ourselves from that? I know it's difficult because, again, like you said, someone might be operating my phone and I wouldn't even know. No. I told you sometimes I'm suspecting someone is operating your TV. It's very scary. Yes. It's let me tell you. Sorry for another day. So how do I protect myself? Because like you said, someone can send you a link, you open and they have access. So what are some of these things to be on the lookout for? Say, for example, even the link, right? What would say, hey, this is a dangerous link, don't open, and this is a safe link, you can open? What are some of those things that we need to be on the lookout for?
One needs to oftenly, at least within 3 months, change their Wi-Fi name, their Wi-Fi password. Because if your daughter is Mary and you stay in Buruburu Phase 4 and your neighbor knows your daughter is Mary, they know that's your Wi-Fi. So they can intercept it once they gain entry into it. They have entry onto your network. And onto your network means your internet and all gadgets on it.
Your TV, Winnie.
Your TV?
Your
yes. Yeah, so there's need to update the security systems on your phone. Of course, you'll be sharing with your partner if you have, with your employer, so that you also update them so that they don't have the old one.
Yes.
To create suspicion again. That
they'll be like, why did you?
Okay, that's very helpful.
That's very helpful.
I've had the same password and the same Wi-Fi name for 10 years.
And also,
terrible.
Wow, okay, wait.
Terrible.
So, you know how we have like digital banking minis on our phones, and then there's the emails, and then our messages and all those things. There's some people who use the same password for all those apps and this because it's easy to remember. And I also share it with my partner. How risky is that? Very.
Having a consistent password is the most dangerous thing you can ever do, because once somebody gains access to it, he has access to your bank account. They have access to everything.
Yeah.
So it's advisable to have different passwords.
And how often should we change?
At least quarterly.
Okay.
Within 3 months, at least change them.
Yeah. Hey, sasa tutakuwa passwords.
Umelan.
Because social media influencing and all those things.
And you've seen other people who have probably directors, managers, and they have this success. So I don't know what that speaks to you now, having all this information that we've had on the show about, accessibility to our phone and social media.
Okay, for me, yangu ni different kiasi.
Okay.
Because the only password mimi nakonga nimepeana ni ya kufungua tu simu.
Okay.
But the moment anafungua simu, anaweza ingia Instagram yangu, TikTok,
lakini hana password hizo accounts.
Okay. Lakini si pia ile time akonayo anaweza tu post kitu, mtu afikiri ni wewe umepost na kumbe ni manager. Au si manager, director.
Unaona huo director, the only time anaweza access hii simu ni kama tuko kwa set peke yake.
Okay.
So immediately after set nipatie simu yangu.
So you do your own editing.
Hizo zote ni mimi najifanyia.
Okay. And are there other things that umeweka in place just to make sure that in as much as they have access, but wewe you're also protected, so that wewe siku moja mnaweza kosana, sisemi your director wako ni mbaya, but mnaweza tu kosana, and now that akona access pasi kuna vitu zingine hapo wati post that were never meant to be so are there, like umeenda an extra step to at least protect yourself or even the girlfriend? Hi girlfriend, mnaweza kosana na akona access, ushtukia amepost listen, what do you want this?
Actually, base my next question based on Winnie. Okay, so sometimes we probably have gone through something that is devastating.
Yes.
You were snooped on, and trust was broken.
Yeah.
And if probably you were the person that found things that you did not like, you're already suspecting everybody around you.
Yes.
Or probably this relationship probably will not end, and we need to rebuild again. How do we do that? Knowing the things that I know, how do I look at your phone again, even as I want to to be like ni sawa sasa tuko open to each other.
Yeah.
How do I look at you again and be like, okay, now I trust you, rebuilding that trust one more time?
Yeah,
that's one of the hardest things to do. It's like you trying to push a dog into the bottle or something. Like it's so hard to rebuild trust once broken, because a human being, we may forgive but we never forget.
That's true.
It's always so loud, you know. So this person, unless they really take, and that's what I've seen with couples who have come for counseling because of cheating. Like the person who has been cheated on will actually give check marks. They'll be like, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, I want you to do this.
Yeah.
But the minute that person fails with even just one check mark, it takes this person back to ground zero. Like, I can't trust you. Just because you failed in that one check mark, they're like, I know you've gone back to cheating. I know you've gone back to doing all those things. So the trust once broken is very hard to be rebuilt. It's like, it takes years. Because think about it. Like now, when I was introducing, when I started talking, I said, how long have you been in this relationship? Swale and his girlfriend have been in that relationship for 4 years. It took time to build to a point where he's completely vulnerable, she's completely vulnerable with her phone, with everything of herself. And they've been rebuilding that trust every day. The trust once built, now you just build on it and build on it and build on it. Now when it's broken, it's like it was never there. Building it is one of the hardest things. So in that case, the couple has two options. Either to go their own separate ways, or to just relearn how to live with this person again. And it's one step at a time. And that's what I'm saying now, the check marks are so important. If this person says, this is what I expect of you, I expect you to show me my phone, I expect you to tell me where you are, you see, that's what you need to do. But on the other hand, you who's doing those things, you're feeling policed, you're feeling you have no room to be yourself. So again, the tension is there. So once the rift is put there, it's like you find most people are just coexisting in relationships. I'll just stay here because rebuilding on my own is hard. We have these kids, we'll just stay. You have moments of laughter, moments of good things, but there are always triggers. He says he was going to reach at 11, he reaches at 12:30. Maybe there was, I don't know, traffic where. You won't believe. You'll be like, apana, umerudi, the trigger, back there again. You know, so it gets very difficult to live like that. I would say the most important thing to protect in any relationship is the trust. Is the trust. Because even you who became vulnerable, when that trust is broken, you feel so violated. You know, you feel exposed. You're like, but I gave everything. And that's why now you're finding people doing those things of, I'll send your nudes everywhere. I'll do this because that's a person who's so hurt, so broken, that they're willing to destroy you in any way, shape, or form. You know, the goodwill is completely gone. And that's why I always say, if the goodwill in a relationship is gone, you once asked here, when does a relationship end? When do you know that a relationship has ended? When there is no goodwill.
There is no goodwill. Well, when there's no feedback. Ooh, wait. So the question that we're asking you today, again, is very simple. Would you hand over your unlocked phone, to your partner for 5 minutes? Why and why not? Facebook kumewaka moto, Lamek Ugi anasema, since I have nothing to hide, why not? And then Barbican Sylvester Anajita Matoke anasema nini? Unless they want to die early. They can have access. Anaku Khalida anasema, yes, it must be compulsory that someone has access to your phone. And then someone, Vincent Bogonko anasema, yes, if you want to promote mortuary business, you can have access to my phone.
It's bad.
It's very bad. And then we get anasema, and this is Adiki Odero. Yes, the phone is not an army barrack. She's my wife, and I'm her husband. We share everything openly. This is Tetiana Wairegi. Yake kipotea ndio atataka yangu aingie FB nayo. So yake kipotea ndo atapata access. Before that, no. Tatiana bado huyo Tatiana anasema kabisa mwenye atakufa akufe apewe wengine hiyo nafasi.
Wow.
Wow. Can we take a break on that note?
Yes,
please. Then when we come back, we'll go through more of your feedback, but also really then talk about trust. That really, or that unspoken rule. Like, how do we get to that level where really I don't have to tell you, do not, go for my phone or go for my phone. How do we get to that point of a relationship where there's that unspoken rule? Yani sili ati nangoja uingie kwa bafu hivi nakimbia naangalia simu yako alafu narudisha, pretending I did not look and yet I looked, right? How do we get to that level in relationships and marriages as well? So do stay with us. There's so much to unpack on the other side, so don't go anywhere. Curiosity killed the cat. That's what we're saying here during the break. Welcome back. We're officially in the second half hour of the show before we say goodbye. And the conversation today is trust versus transparency, and should your partner have access to your phone, okay? And the question that we're asking you today is very simple. Would you hand your unlocked phone to your partner for 5 minutes? Why and why not? What's up on Naseba? Let's see. What's up? What's up? Munasema nini? This one says, hi, yes, we share everything. He is my husband. Yeah? Why
Amen.
Not? Why
Love
not?
it.
Hey, ini refu. We can't go.
Partners should not automatically have the right to check each other's phones. Every person, even in a relationship, deserves privacy and respect. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and checking a partner's phone without permission can damage that trust. Unless both partners agree to share access to their phones, it should not be expected. As for leaving my phone with my partner for 5 minutes, yes, I can, because I trust them and I have nothing to hide. If you truly trust your partner, there should be no fear or need for constantly checking their phone. I am Dan from Kisumu. Thank you for participating, Dan.
Thanks.
Remember, simu ilileta shida nyumbani. Whatever you do with that information is up to you. Asante for sharing. Faith from Ruiru says, for me, I actually advocate for true couples to share their phones, because if truly according to marriage principles, the couple ain't doing illegal stuff like flirting with other people or having affairs with others, then why not? If a couple can't share their phones, then hapo kuna question marks. And sharing phone helps the couple to be free and try to each other. For me, I have got nothing to hide. My man checks into my phone at any time he wants. Thank you for that.
Interesting.
Anajua passwords zote, but ya WhatsApp ajui. It's Sarah from Kirenyaga. Yes, akona hadi ya M-Pesa.
Where?
Giving your phone is like opening the server and giving form 34A. Fundi wa Thamos from Rarienda. Tumekupata loud and clear.
Okay,
this server must be protected.
Wacha nikwambie. Haya, kuna huyu on Facebook anasema, this is Jabik Sozila anasema, she uses my phone when she wants, but she is not comfortable when I use hers.
Tereren.
Okay. And then wengine anasema, Kennedy Amulo anasema, yes, what's wrong with it? Mbithi Mutu anasema, password ni ya nini basi? Petheka nanguo. Wewe anasema, kucheck kama ina charge ni sawa. We angalia tu ina charge hapo juu, kama ingine wachana nayo, okay? Ingine leo wachana nayo. And then Steve Wamwihaki anasema, yes, if they are ready to part ways, simu ya mpenzi wako ni kama kitunguu. Ukishika utalia tu.
Situation kwa ground wacha nikwambie. And then Abel Musafi anasema, leaving a suspect contributes to all this unfaithfulness. Niulize, ukikamua ng'ombe vizuri, maziwa ishe kwa matiti, na uachilie iende zizini, akifika mkamua tena jioni na asubuhi, huo ng'ombe atakosa kuja nyumbani wakati wowote? Mara sielewi anaongea juu ya nini hasa.
Lakini ukiachilia ng'ombe maziwa na wakati mwingine unachelewa, mbona asiende kwingine akamuliwe ama ampatie ndama mwingine? Wewe huyu ni mafumbo. I think anasema ng'ombe in this case ni manaume. Password ama code ya simu ni excuse. Hatujashika bado vizuri hiyo ng'ombe.
Tutaisoma vizuri. Tutaichambua maana fiche, maana ya juu.
Mafumbo.
Kweli.
Haya, and then Michael Jordan anasema, if you can check each other's private parts when exchanging fluids, why not check each other's phone? You see, the thing is, shouldn't it be okay that I have passwords on my phone, and not because I'm hiding. Like, shouldn't it just be okay, really? It doesn't mean that I'm hiding anything. It's just privacy, and that should be respected.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that okay?
I like what a comment someone made.
Yeah.
She said, it's not compulsory to share your phone with your partner.
Yeah.
And neither is it a forced thing.
Yeah.
But it's a good and ideal thing. That's what she said. So it's okay to have your passwords.
Yes.
Because, I mean, if that makes you feel secure as a person and makes you feel safe, it's okay.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, it's also okay to be vulnerable with each other to a point where you're not feeling like, wacha nijifichie. Because if you're in a relationship una feel wacha nijifichie, then you're not in the right relationship. Because you're not
vulnerable
you know, there's a bit of things like wonkiness there. There's something that's not whatever, but it's okay to have passwords. It's okay to be private. I mean, we've said so many times, in marriage you become one, but you're still an individual. But it's up to you to decide, and that's what I always tell couples. It's up to you to have your own ground rules as a couple, not what the world is saying, not what your counselor is telling you or what you're hearing from social media. You as the two of you, what works best for your relationship? What are the ground rules you're setting for yourself as a couple and for your family? Then you live by those rules. Kenya lives by their laws. We don't live by Ugandan laws. We live by our laws.
And I like that you brought that up, because we have a question here by Carol Tata, and I think this will also tatuchangia paswali kwa sababu wewe ndio umetuambia relationship yako na director na your person. So anauliza, should there be agreed upon phone rules in relationships, just like we have financial rules, parenting rules? Should we have some agreed upon phone rules? And I don't know kama pengine mko nazo swale ile, unajua simu yangu hata kama nimekupatia usiende utumie pesa, uko na access, pengine kuna mikakati fulani yenye pengine mmeweka.
Sufuliza.
Please. You don't do. Please don't do it.
Okay, yangu inaweza sema ni different kiasi, because maybe it's your relationships za watu wengine, but yangu mimi naweza sema mtu niko naye amekuwa hapo physically, emotionally, financially. So ni mse like to build from the scratch. So kabla afanye kitu hata aniambia nataka kufanya hii na hii na hii. So lazima niambie ndio mimi niko aware that kitu fulani inaenda kuhappen.
So that's a rule right there. Like you can't just go and do things. Anakuja tu anakueleza, si ati anaomba ruhusa, anakuambia tu na naenda kufanya.
So like
that you are aware.
Anafanya niko aware. So nijue hadi kama niko pale fulani ama saa fulani kuna kitu naenda kufanyika ama kwa tunafanyika already. Si ati ile nachukua simu baadaye napata
unashanga kulienda nilikuwa na balance fulani na haiko. That's really beautiful. Communication is like a healthy, communication. That's again what you're saying. It's not like they're asking for permission, they're just making you aware. That's really nice. Ndio kuna mtu amesema nini hapa? This is Christine Sako anasema mimi sitaki pressure, ikae tu hapo hata ikiring ianguke ibasuke. Yeye ataki access. I think that was going to be my question in terms of still on the rules. That even if my phone rings, nasiko around, si wache tu isinini, like that's sort of like a boundary, not because I don't want you to, but it's a boundary. Like just wacha tu mimi nishike simu zangu. Should that be okay? Ama bado hapo kuna Samira and that's healthy,
fine.
Right?
That's a boundary.
But
it should also be something that you talk about.
It's
a boundary, and it should be respected. I like that question Wikali has asked and what Swale has answered. The bottom line is respect in a relationship. You can have all other rules, but it all goes down to respect. Respect and how much you love this person. I take it that Swale's girlfriend, they really respect and love one another. In that, when you love someone, you care about them. You care about their feelings. You care not to hurt them. You won't intentionally hurt someone you love. Even in our families, we don't intentionally hurt our siblings, our parents.
That's true.
Why? Because we care about them. We don't misuse them. We respect them. Why do we respect and honor our parents? Because we love them, not just because we are required to. There's a love that's making you do that. So it's the same thing with our relationships with our better halves. If you love this person, then you will automatically care for their interests, for their needs, you know, and you will automatically respect them. But where there is no respect, hapo ndio unapata ukipata hii simu unasema mtu hata nimekuwa nikimuitisha pesa ya kiatu amekaa hivi password papa unajitumia pesa hapo hata hauulizi
that message,
you know. So maybe even this person now from there they're not cheating, but from there they're like, this person ana disrespect aje. I give them my phone, they send themselves money, they don't know what I wanted to do with that money, they didn't ask me. Guess what? Password to do your password. Unaona, because you're like, I can't allow them. But you'll think you're cheating. But yes, it's true. Your phone you can put there. If you expect no one to pick it, then let that person not pick it. But it's something to talk about. All I'm saying is communicate about it. Swala and the girlfriend communicate. Communicate. Don't kwa nini umepick simu yangu ikilia and you guys have never talked about it? Then like, when there's a problem, they just picked. I just thought I'm picking. Like imelia, nimwambie uko kwa shower utakuja. But you're so angry about it. But why are you angry when you've never put rules about it? You've never communicated about it. It's not paranoia to communicate about everything because we always assume this person knows. We assume they know. They know they are not supposed to touch my phone. But maybe where they come from, they share everything. They share phones. He can pick his dad's phone. She can pick the mom's phone, and you know, nobody cares. That's where they come from. You where you come from, it's everybody for their own thing, and you're expecting the same thing. So when you don't talk, you collide over a very, very, very little thing. So talk about everything. My phone, I'm not saying that you don't have access to my phone, but please, like when it's not necessary, don't touch my phone. Just, you know, that's just who I am.
Yeah, and I'm asking that because I've had stories of a co-worker called the husband. So the husband, a co-worker called just to ask fungue ofisi iko wapi. So the wife picked, and now the wife was like, why is she calling you at this hour? Then even if Nicole waka, so you know, and the husband is like, no, but that is just my coworker asking kifungu iko wapi, you know, and all those things. So that's why I'm asking that, you know, responding and say, ako siju wapi. And then the person is like, why? You know, big problems where they're not. There are some couples who share passwords. So the password on my phone is also the password on my partner's phone. So same password that we can access each other's phone easily. Is that a risk in itself?
As she has said.
What's in a relationship? Tech, okay? That we share each other's, you know, same password, but same for different phones. Is that easy for someone to just...
That's not advisable. Just have two different passwords. If you've agreed that you're going to have access, then there are two different passwords. So that if there's a breach, you know definitely it's not you. It's the other person who knows.
So najua kama si mimi ni wewe. Na tuko na swali lingine pia yako Eric. Nasema Alice Kemi. I heard about the cloning of phones and people having access to your phone, but how am I able to check on my phone to know that imefanywa iyo kitu? Is there a way that on my own handset that I can check and know if there is a hardware that is not supposed to be there, a software that has been, I'm someone who's having access?
They're licensed debuggers. They're called debuggers. People who can check your gadget, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your phone, any electronic device, even if it's your TV, if it's having a chip in it or whether it has a software in it. They are there, they exist. We are part of it through my company, Computer Doctors. We do that. In a legal way, you'll have to fill a form. There's a process on it. You don't just come with any phone and say, this is my phone. We have to authenticate to know that the phone is yours, match the records and be able to do that. So there's like a process involved.
For me
but mimi too, kama mimi si techie, I wouldn't know.
Are you, the only lame one is to see the phone really overheating.
Hey.
Yeah. You know your phone. Just the way you know your car, you know your baby, you know your babes.
Yes. So when the phone overheats, that's an indicator.
If it overheats, abnormally, there's something running in the background. If your power consumption is abnormal than the way it has been, something is draining your battery. Somebody's working behind the scenes.
Wait. Sometimes unanga that green thing hapa juu.
Love kanapotea.
Hiyo inamaanisha nini?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait.
You just said, yeah, Winnie.
No, yeah, because I've seen it. I've seen it just, and then it disappears.
No, that one is for the signal strength. The signal strength.
Okay. Even when the phone is locked?
Yeah, that is the signal strength, not the bars. Usually the other one. That
yes, not the bars. It's like a dot.
Yeah.
And then it disappears.
Paranoia.
Yeah, I know. Why?
That like, one is usually the booster for your network near where your phone is. One time the strength goes low.
Like the Eric, you know, you're those people in there before they deliver a good message and I come, we need to talk. Like, what did I do?
And then in a land, and then you look beautiful today.
You know when you say yeah, like oh yeah, they have access now to my entire life.
Oh my goodness. But there was something going around, and I don't know how true or not true it is. There was some USSD code that you can put on your phone to see if there's another number that is linked to your phone. And I don't know how that is away or how they got access. Yeah.
Those ones are not legit. And
they're not.
Conmen are also having their USSDs, which direct your phone now to them. So they've given you this code. Surely. This code is connecting you to them.
Hey.
So you have to get an expert to do that. You don't just
do it by yourself.
Do anything that is on the internet. How legit is that?
Sasa Eric, how do we stay safe? Because now everything is scary. Like it's like owning a smartphone is one of the riskiest things to do. Like what do we do? How then do we stay safe?
Gadgets phones are here to stay.
Yes.
They make our work easier.
Easier, absolutely.
We do business with them. We communicate with them. They're indispensable. We'll just have to get the correct way to work with these gadgets.
Yeah. So
if you feel, for you to feel something, there must be a reason. If you always drive home late and you know you always open your gate and the neighborhood is good, why is it that today you are so concerned that it feels insecure at your place? There must be a reason. So you have to address the reasons first. But nevertheless, there's no problem. Mgonjwa akiwa mgonjwa, kutafuta daktari.
So this is what I'm understanding. If I suspect that there's something happening on my phone and I need it done, not to check what is happening online and follow those fishy things, to probably go to a certified person to be able to do that. And for that to happen, I have to probably go through police to get proper paperwork saying I am the person that this phone belongs to and I want that done. Am I getting permission for the phone to be checked, or I'm getting authentication that this is my phone and I want it checked?
That is one way. There are many ways. The others, you can present yourself to any subscriber for that service. And they have their own systems, how they can verify.
Check.
Some may be connected to the powers that exist, so they can provide their email and be able to correlate it with your ID and see if you are the real person or maybe it's the spouse who is breaching that.
So you have a responsibility as well.
Yes, the service providers, who are people like us, have a responsibility to work with the data protection laws to ensure that the service is needed. You have to follow the procedure to ensure that nothing's lost, no breaches happen. Otherwise, the service provider will carry the blame.
And now, see, this is the things people don't know.
We don't know
those
at
things.
all. Kabisa.
Well, Eric, haya. Kuna mtu anasema, this is Gimode Joshua, anasema, let a phone stick to its use, which is communication, and that's all. The obsession of checking your partner's phone will not solve your family problems. I'd rather mind about my phone than my partner's. Eventually, when you meet what you were looking for, you just start wailing like, I won't say the term ametumia hapo. Vingine anasema, this is Karen Morgan who says, yes, just using it if necessary, not checking. He's or she's cheating. akiangalia other things, okay?
Yeah.
Then I she's my personal assistant. They can answer my calls. Kisi Nyachwa is locked. And then we get this is Mark Freddy Traveler who says, I don't need permission to do that. In fact, we clone our phones.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, na mpoa wake wame clone phones.
Yeah,
so we have each other's access.
Yeah,
yes.
They've installed software that whatever happens on this phone is what is happening.
Is that even healthy though?
And is that even safe? Because if one phone was to be attacked, does that mean that they can easily access the other one?
If they've agreed, there's nothing you can do where two have agreed.
No. Like, no, the cloning part, that's okay. But now we're saying from the outside influence. Like, what our hackers or somebody else, if sisi to make clone phones zetu, and then my phone is attacked, is that a risk on hers?
Definitely.
So they have access on both.
Yeah. So as you do things, know the implications.
Know the implications.
Yeah, because I don't think that's healthy at all. Like there's nothing. And sisemi tusikakwe open, but there's openness ingine ni kama where's the mystery?
It's like
where's the like if and what does when we clone our phones, does that mean every part of my phone is on your phone, or are there some parts that are not?
The partial cloning, where you select what you want to be shared.
Yeah.
There's complete cloning.
Where everything.
When I make a phone call,
you'll see on the other side.
Anapiga simu.
Yes.
That's a big
Why would you do that?
I know, right?
Why?
To protect your family.
What are we protecting? It can't be that bad, really.
Trust.
It really can't be that bad.
Do not trust the other. Well, we listen. When Jella Stevie said, why hide in the first place? This story is for me. In marriage. As you would know it. And then Kevin Malik Unfiltered, who says, we are one for a reason. In my house, we have a rule that we have been practicing for 6 years now, and we've never had any issues with it. Anything that is in this house belongs to everyone in it. We use each other's phones every day. I leave my phones with my wife, and when I have heavy tasks at hand, and vice versa. So there's that rule in the home, which you were talking about.
Yeah.
Talk about it, communicate about it, with your partner. Kusikwe na ule shtuke hai, kwa zialini tulikuwa na hiyo rule. And then Bruce Pagora said, if you want heart attack or high blood pressure, check someone's food.
Definitely will get it. Kuna mtu anatuuliza swali hapa, anasema, is it possible to build full trust in a relationship without ever needing to check your partner's phone? And you think that's the question, but the second bit is, how do you get to that place? Because it feels like utopia. You know, being able to, is it possible to build full trust in a relationship without ever needing? And how do you get to a place where you don't need to check and you fully trust this person with everything? Is it a possibility?
I mean, as a human being, you'll always have questions.
Yeah.
There's no way you'll just stay and just, even those who have the most perfect of relationships. But you make a choice. How far is too far? And then you also make a choice as to what is important to you.
Okay.
Is maintaining your peace more important than trying to know everything? Because yes, you can build trust. And trust is built by what I talked about, the daily conversations that you're having, open conversations that you're having, the transparency that you're having. But a human being is a human being. When they're working in the office, you'll still find yourself flirting with people. You'll still find. So the question is, how much have you built security within yourself? How secure? It's not even this other person to make you feel secure.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. I remember once when I was in campus, my friends always used to ask me, my then campus boyfriend, how come you never follow up on what he's doing, or, and even when he doesn't call you like consistently, like you're just okay. But for me, I think I made a choice very early to be secure in myself. Me, I know who I am. Like, and I may not say I know what I bring to the table, but I know exactly how I show up, right? And so I'm secure in myself in that I know he loves me. I know he will come back to me. And I know you know, the relationship will go the way we want it to go. But if you put doubts there, you're thinking, am I good enough? First of all, you're not the it-be-it-all. There's someone who's more beautiful than you, more moneyed than you, driving a better car, looking better. So if you're going to be insecure, you will die. There's so much out there going on. So I would say to that person, build yourself in feeling secure. That whatever this person gets from me, he will not get it anywhere else. And why do they keep coming back home? You know, I'm not saying cheating is a good thing. But again, there is no way that you can ever build trust until now you know huyu hata tunavaa trouser moja tunatembea pamoja you know, like not those who've cloned each other's phone. Fine, it's true you're seeing what they're doing with their phone, but when they're not on their phone, do you know what they're doing?
Okay, so it's just, it goes beyond.
It goes beyond. The security begins with you.
It's the same way, you know those people who used to work on WhatsApp alafu ndani ya WhatsApp wana feature some messages juu kwa calculator, like it was just that nitakupatia simu yangu unataka kuangalia WhatsApp, angalia ndio hii, but kuna zile vitu wameficha huko ndani
calculator.
They had that, was like, but is that even possible? It was a whole thing.
Kuna message imeingia hapa from a friend of mine who says to the question of the day, phone, laptop, bank, etc. I know his passwords, he knows mine. Also, we have swapped phones by mistake several times because we have similar phones.
Okay. Hey. We're here to trust on another level. Listen, we had a poll, you know, on X, you know, just asking, should you, you know, hand away your phone or not? Let's see. Pollsters, mumesema nini? Watu wamesema nini? Okay. Where yes, should you have the freedom to go through your partner's phone? And then those are yes or no. Your question. The yes. Have it. No, it's the no's.
It's the no's.
At 50.8%, 49.2. That was very close. 49.2 wanasema absolutely yes. 50.8 wanasema absolutely no. So,
but it's a close.
It's very close.
Very, very close.
Yeah, very close. 49 and 50%. That's very, very close. So the question is, how do we get to that level? Because, like you said, you need to be secure, you know, by yourself first. That even if ata ukiona anything on your partner's phone, they might not be cheating. It could be just like disrespectful message or something like that, you know, that you consider disrespectful to your partner, right? How do we get to that level where we're like, you know what? I mean, it's fine. And even have a laugh about it. How do we get to that level, Miriam?
Work on yourself. I always say work on yourself. Work on yourself.
What do you do?
Work on loving yourself. That work is what we usually call cognitive behavioral therapy.
Okay.
I mean, there are obviously things you wake up in the morning and you feel you don't like this about you, you don't like this about you. So there's what we call in CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, there's what we call mirror work. Mirror work is where, you know, you face yourself every day. You tell yourself what you love about you. You don't have to hear it from other people. What you love about you, how you feel about you, journaling about you. In CBT, you're supposed to write all the things you think you want to become and read them to yourself every day in the morning and the last thing before you sleep. We always used to tell students the hack for remembering what you've read in the exams is to read before you sleep. When you wake up in the morning, that's the first thing you remember. So if you're working on yourself, the things you want to tell yourself in CBT, read it first thing in the morning and the last thing before you sleep. So that when you wake up, you're remembering those things. And then there's also something of healing the inner child. Most of us are the way we are because of how we grew up. The insecurities you've carried from your home. So what is healing the inner child? That child who was neglected, that child that was traumatized, in therapy is the one you talk to. You're actually meeting that child and talking to them, letting them hear the things they never had when they were young. You always wanted to hear, I love you. You always wanted to hear, you're beautiful. You always wanted to hear. So that's the one you're talking to and telling, I love you. I appreciate you. You know, it sounds like hocus pocus when I'm talking, but when you do it over time, it changes you. It rewires your mind. The Bible talks about renewing your mind. That's what renewing your mind is. Removing the old things and putting new things. Because how is it that you think about yourself the way you think right now? It's because there are things you had. Things you had and things you didn't hear. So when you come and tell yourself, I have a big nose, it's not a fact. Someone told you when you were small, na hiyo mapua yako inakuanga kubwa, ama uko na masikio, and you've really believed it, and you'll find people going for surgery because of such comments. So now it's rewiring the mind, renewing the mind, and telling it new things. Your nose is proportional to your face. Your ears are just perfect. And hearing it until it becomes truth.
That is so true.
Yeah. Nanivo tumefunga show. On that note,
what shall some comments?
Some comments.
So it's a continuation of phone, laptop, bank, etc. I know his passwords. He knows mine. Also, we have swapped phones by mistake several times because we have similar phones. Why? They do that. So that's the second part of the question.
The second part of the question, yes.
Because trust is the only thing keeping you together. Also, I am the person with the legal authority to pull the plug on you in case of an emergency situation in a hospital. What could be so important to hide from someone who could possibly end you? Morbid, but the truth.
Where? Hey, uyo basi wacha tu atufungie show for today because where? Hey, 50% high.
High again.
High again.
Asanteni sana kwa kuja. Swale, pass our love to the director and to baby girl. Please, pass our love.
Emulate, okay? That level of trust and free communication as well. And Eric, asante sana for coming by today. Miriam, was always a pleasure to have you, on the show. But wacha conversation is share. Wacha tuendelee online, okay? But for now, I'll ask to say goodbye. My name is Winnie Lubambe. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow.
I'm Wikali Mary. Asanteni sana. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.